What happens when we take the game over out of game over screens? Stay tuned and find out. We're going to be starting this series off with a personal favorite of mine, Resident Evil 4. For those of you who have been living under a rock, Resident Evil 4 was a video game primarily on the GameCube and later ported to other consoles. The game did so well, by 2006 they sold more than 3 million copies. 3 million. I can't even count that high. Since this is a horror classic, I wanted to see what it would be like if you took the game over screens out of it. See what results we get. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, my computer is incredibly slow. I'm going to be playing on a PlayStation 2 emulator because the coding is a lot easier to deconstruct. Alright, if you don't believe how slow my computer is, alright, let me show you the specs. Hold up.
Let's see, you got an old AMD Athlon 2, I think that's a 720 dual core processor, there we go. 4GB DDR3 system memory. You got a smudge.
You also got 500 GB hard drive. There we go. A super multi DVD burner. You got genuine Windows 7 Home Premium. Okay. All right. This computer was built to run games at the time like Call of Duty World at War. There we go. That just tells you how old it is. Now I'm telling you this because the videos are extremely laggy, but I've sped most of them up and even cut the audio out on a few to save your eardrums from blowing up. Also, I have a link to a Patreon account in the description below. If any of you want to try these out for yourself, I'll have a link to the cheat table I created, as well as a save file in the description below. That being said, let's take a look at
Resident Evil 4.
Jesus. Alright, so in this first video we're going to look at is Leon getting his head cut off. Graphic, I know. As you probably saw earlier in the video, his body just lays there. But the cool thing is, eventually the nasty puddle that emerges from his neck just disappears. And after that, the character models just, they kind of watch you. So the next one we're going to look at, probably the whole reason you wanted to watch this, what happens when we kill Ashley? Well, her body just lays there, and if you continue on to the next level, she responds. Something interesting to note is that when she's operating the tractor later in the game, you can kill her, but she almost immediately comes back to life. Why they chose this game mechanic, I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. So what happens when you die in a cutscene? Well, it just cuts to a black or gray screen. There is a couple of them that cut to a looping game over screen. There is one cutscene, however, that has a different result, and that's primarily because it's not an actual pre-rendered cutscene. It's a 3D rendered cutscene. In the level where you're running from a giant boulder, if Leon fails to outrun the boulder, it crushes him to death. However, once we take the game over screen away, his body still sticks around and the enemies keep throwing their weapons at him. Oh, that one looks like it hurts. Now this one is a really cool one. On the snow lifter section of the first couple's chapters, you and Ashley are forced to defend your lift while also fighting monsters from the other lifts. If you fail to kill one, they'll jump on top of your lift and try to knock it down into the empty pit below. Well, if we take the game over screen out and we let them knock it down, we'll see that it falls down. Bear with me here. Wait about 30 seconds and the lift comes right back up with the monster still attacking it. You really gotta appreciate their determination. I mean, these jugglers will stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to kill you. Alright, it's time to look at some nice jacked up trucks. We got the 1902 F-150 right here, about to crash into us. Now, it kind of took a while for Leon to finish getting ran over. I guess he was in shock for quite a while there. Now, no matter what the speed of the truck is, the result is always the same. Leon goes flying towards the side. I even froze the code that controls the truck and found that even still Leon can get hit. That's right, Leon got hit by a parked car. No need to write jokes, the game's doing it for us. Alright, here's a small montage of the other 3 truck collisions. Alright, right here we got ourselves a little sequence break. Shazis. Now this has already been covered on Shaziz's channel for his series Sequence Break, but I just wanted to try it out for myself so I could do this. Last but not least, we have the final segment of the game where Leon and Ashley ride a jet ski out of the island while the whole place is fixing to blow the freak up.
Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
I'm sorry, I had to edit it like that. It was just too good to pass up. As for the timer cutscene, well, rather than finishing the whole cutscene out, it actually just freezes. Like, freezes the whole emulator and everything. And of course, there's the part where you can crash into a turnpike. And finally, there's a part where the wave washes you away. It's pretty cool to look at that up to the point where you realize you're actually looking at nothing but just a bunch of grayness. In America, you catch wave. In Russia, wave catches you.
Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
Not quite. I still have to get you home safe.
That's all for this episode of Game Over. Remember, if you want to try this stuff out on your own, there's a link to my Google Drive where you can download the cheat table I created for Cheat Engine. I also have a few notes on where you can go to check out some of these things. There's a save file for PCSX2 so you can make sure that all the codes are loaded appropriately. Also, you can help me get a faster computer by supporting me on Patreon. Then I can experiment with some more higher graphic video games. Lastly, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed or want to see me do a game of your choice, be sure to let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to smash down on that like or subscribe button, and I'll catch you later.